from the survivor.
Illness towards the whole process.
Without symptoms also people are coming.
Now I need to definitely go for a test.
All precautions, and I was standing as an example for all my crew.
So you were really ill.
I am like a frontline warrior.
There's a lot of human interaction.
The immune system to fight with the COVID.
What was your mindset during the admission process?
Like me, there are many aliens who are standing.
Hello everyone, this is Kirti. I know that this is going to be a English-based program for now. The reason for that is we're going to talk about something really important that is going on in the world at the moment. And the purpose of me doing this in English is because just one of the last videos was an interview based on COVID situation and pandemic around the world. And that was a discussion with one of my friends who got affected and he recovered successfully, which is a very fortunate thing. And I thought it would be really interesting. And also I wanted everyone else to understand as well, more than the Tamil language and the geographical representation of just Tamil Nadu. So I thought it'd be wise to do the same thing in English too, so that a wider audience can get benefited too. The whole purpose of this video is to spread positivity. So let's not take it anyway otherwise. So I'm going to add Nishant into this discussion and let me introduce him to you guys. Hi Nishant, how are you? I'm so happy to see you. It's been a while and I know that we connected just last week to have this conversation in Tamil. But it is also going to be interesting to discuss with you in English for the same reason. And I'm sure that this is going to benefit the equal amount of people or even much more to spread the word of positivity. And I'm so happy again that that we are spending time on this. So if you want to introduce yourself, go ahead.
Yeah, hi viewers. As you know, I'm Nishant Jute, and I'm here to be like the main objective of the session, which I just want to share to the viewers. There are many awareness videos which I gone through, Kirti, in the YouTube. Like government guidelines and doctors' practices, and what are the things which we need to follow during COVID situations. Everything available in the YouTube. But the main thing which I found a gap, there is a less videos available from the survivors. So now in the recent days, these survivor videos which we need, because the patients need the positive energy. Because as per my experience and which I trust that this positive energy boosts our immune system to fight with the COVID. Really, Corona, it means that if the people comes in mind that it's like a deadly fear. It needs to be there, of course. We need to be fair in that, but still, it needs to be when we follow the rules and regulations. We need to be when we follow the guidelines. That time, this fear needs to be there. But when it comes to our body, they've already been infected, then this fear, no, it's not necessary.
Yeah, absolutely. The point is about people not being panicked about this whole situation, right? And I think that's the purpose. That's one of the most important purposes that we would want to emphasize, that there is no reason to panic. And yes, there is fear among people, but you are probably going to share the way in which how you overcame and how the positive attitude that you had helped you to overcome those negative experiences, going through this. All right, so let's straight get into this. What triggered you to actually test yourself on knowing that you got symptoms, and what actually triggered you? What was the reason that you said, okay, fine, now I need to definitely go for a test?
I remember the date, June 21st. That was the first date I remember, which I get simply a body pain, I was thinking it's like a normal stress. The next day, 22nd, when I woke up, I was thinking I am totally tired and I am not able to even walk. And my throat pain and fever and just simply the light congestion. I feel something different. It's not like a normal fever I felt. Then, and also the main thing which I felt, the sense of smell and the taste. There was no taste. And that, so I was thinking, okay, this is one of the symptoms which I know. So immediately I went to the clinic and I informed all the symptoms to my doctor. And he examined me and immediately he told, okay, because there will be no taking risk. So immediately he sent me to the hospital, my company hospital, and on 23rd I got I did test actually, because at the same time I already been self quarantined, as I have a single room, so I just been self quarantined, and so 24th I got the result.
I'm just trying to understand here. What type of industry do you work in?
This is the oil and gas industry actually.
Okay, so there is a lot
So
of
yeah.
interaction. There's a lot of human interaction, is what you're trying to say.
Yeah, of course. I am a safety engineer. So I am like, for example, doctors are the frontline warriors, those who deal with the patients. And I am like a frontline warrior to deal with the medical team. If in case of any positive cases, in case of finding out the close tracking and the close contacts, tracing everything, and follow the guidelines, giving awareness sessions and doing inspections, audits based on the COVID guidelines. This is my response, one of the responsibility which company gave to me. So I also been in the frontline supervisor to deal with these things. Yeah.
Okay. I understand. Uh, what was your admission process, and what was your mindset during the admission process?
Okay. Yes. When I hear I become positive, psychologically I totally been negative. So I not able to trust how I become positive, because I was safety engineer and I was doing all precautions, and I was standing as an example for all my crew. So that time I was not able to accept how I become positive. So, but still, it may happen to any time and to anyone. That's what I learned from this. So I feel like the angels coming me to pick me to the heaven, but actually it's not heaven; it's like hell. That is different story. But that was the experience, like when I crossed
I
through that
understand.
time.
So,
Yeah.
so in the ambulance, are there just health workers, or even doctors would be readily available even in the ambulance to give you instructions or give you any advice? What was their first advice?
No, this is like a medical team, mostly in the ambulance, because as per following the transportation social distance rules, there's only like 10 big ambulance, which only two people will be allowed. Like nowadays, there are many carriers, without symptoms also people are coming. And even sometimes the swab test which they do, maybe we cannot trust. It may be, sometimes it may be wrong. So that's why once we go to the hospital, they do the blood test. So that's why they maintain the social distance all time, even inside the ambulance. And the medical team, the nursing team, they will be helping us to carry our belongings and to give the PPEs. They also wear the full PPEs, like a full weight. And same thing,
Gotcha.
we also need to
Gotcha.
wear to when we go with them. Yeah.
So, and you get straight away get admitted, and your process kicks off, is it?
Yeah. Actually, in the admission is actually it's like when I go to the on 24th evening, I went to the hospital, and of course there's a big queue. Like me, there are many aliens who are standing, and it's like going into the airport for passport, like welcome to the Corona world, like that. So it's like when I crossed through this thing, and because I had a symptom, severe symptoms, I have, because I not able to walk through, and I was totally in body pain and diarrhea and this like chest congestion and coughing. It was in stopping
So
stage.
you were
So
really
doctor,
ill, and then you.
because most of my colleagues, others, they don't have such symptoms, but very
Mhm.
few we had like symptomatic.
Yeah, the reason
So
for me
that was it.
asking that question, or interrupting you, was that because I mean, we hear a lot of news saying that people do not even realize that they have COVID for
Yes.
let's say a week or two, right? But from
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
I'm hearing from you is that you had all those illness towards the whole process. Is it?
Yeah. See, many of them, because even after when they do the swab test, then only they know that they are positive or negative. They even know if there is no symptoms. How you know? How you identify you that you are positive? And you
Yeah,
are the
yeah,
main dangerous person, because you will be roaming in all places, all workplaces, and you will be spreading with everyone. So that's why
correct.
government and all guidelines, company guidelines, everything, everyone's saying that to follow the social distance. There comes the
Yeah,
social
yeah,
distance.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
and the
Okay.
PPEs
But
and everything.
despite you
Yeah.
wearing all the PPEs and masks and whatever, but still you contracted the virus.
See, actually, the mask. Just giving a simple example. The mask which we're using, when I take the mask in hand, this hand I maybe keep in some places, or sometimes I use gloves. Most of I have to
Yeah.
use the gloves.
Yeah.
So this gloves I can keep anywhere in the places where I go. So when I pick the mask, if I pick inside from the inside, if I touch the virus which was in my gloves, it already been into the mask. And after that, I am going to wear this. So there are many ways.
So there's
And
no
also
point.
nowadays
Yeah.
smartphones. This is the main point which I want to communicate to all viewers that the smartphones. See, we take the mobile phone and because already in the screen the virus are there and nobody knows, nobody can see it.
Yeah.
And they use the same fingers to use it and play with their kids and play with their family and you take food. This is
Yeah.
the
I know.
problem, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, this
So
is
okay. So
where so
coming
there are
back to
many gaps.
the Yeah. So
Yeah.
coming back to your process of what happened, or rather the experience of what happened, what was the environment like? How was your hospital environment and the beds that you were in, or the rooms that you were in?
Yeah. So I can say in a simple word, it's a five-star facilitated hell. So why I say hell, it means like the loneliness, you know. So you are already been like you are alone, and you because that time only I felt that what mistakes I did when I been with my family, you know. Most of the times people like they are sitting together, but they are busy in their smartphones, and they're not able to talk, and they're not able to see the faces also. But this when I was here, I felt I want to see someone's face.
Was there anybody to support you from your friends or family, or were they ready to come, or what was that scenario like?
Say, brother and my uncle, and of course the close friends circles they know because in that one of my friend helped me. He just asked someone of his friend who already been positive and who already been recovered. He spoke to me in phone. Okay,
Hmm.
that gives some positive energy. That's what I felt. You know, someone speak to me that okay, now you have these symptoms. Okay, this is normal, and next you will be having this one, and next day you will be like this. So this thing experience is when he shared to me, it gave me like a good positivity. That is the purpose which we are discussing now. You know, whatever we're
Yeah,
discussing
yeah,
with the
yeah.
people or patients when they hear, it will give. And also my company mainly, I just want to say because even my managers and VPs and everyone they are concerned. They are concerned of not only my companies, all the companies. They concern about their employees. They say moral
Yeah,
support,
yeah.
everything, and even for the doctors, every day they inquire. And sisters whoever comes, and mainly, you know, the doctors, they are next to God actually. This is real word. The medical team,
So it's
they
like
are the
you
wonderful
realize
people
that
in the world.
when you get into this
Seriously,
situation.
seriously, I'm saying you. They are because they are like a warrior. They fight for us, and they are standing. They are risking their lives for us. That's for really respect to the medical, to all the medical teams in the world. Yeah.
That's good. That's no, absolutely. This is a phenomenal way of they taking care of the entire population in this pandemic situation. That's so. How long did you stay in the hospital for, and when did you come out? And what made you come out? Is it your choice, or do they say that you can go out now and but still quarantine somewhere in your house, or how is that?
No, no, no. Actually, where I got admitted on 24th of June, and one
Hmm.
night I stayed in the hospital due to my symptoms, severe symptoms, and the next day they discharged me, and discharged in the sense not discharged from the hospital because hospital there is two places like ICU ward and as well as a normal quarantine ward. So they did two tests because the process is usually they just observe every day temperatures and they give medicines like all the means they do give injection and the paracetamol means like which you reduce your temperature and as
Right.
well as they give some vitamin tablets and give good diet and everything and finally I need to gone through two negative tests means like they test for the two swab tests and one medical test that need to be negative.
They okay to accept you back in the organization, or do you still have to,
Yeah,
be outside quarantined and all that?
so that's what I told you. You know, I'm already in the quarantine. So I'm just waiting for the company clearance. After the medical clearance only, I can join back to the duty.
So they
And
have
at
kind
present,
of a
I am.
checklist, is it?
Yeah, yeah. It's not like a checklist. They will examine me. They will do some tests. It's not like they will just check the reports and they will do some if they want. If they have
So what
doubts,
are you trying to
again they
say?
may
So
be.
on top of whatever the hospital tests, you're saying that your organization tests you separately again before they let you join.
Yes, yes. See,
Oh,
actually
okay.
here the organization when I become positive, they will just hand over to the government. Now once I positive, I come into the government control. They will be
Hmm.
tracking up. They will be following up, and Government hospital, I will be staying there. Okay. So
Okay.
once I discharge from the government hospital, when I come back, again come back to the company control, and they will be now examine me. They will be taking care of me. They have their
Mhm.
own guidelines and procedures to follow it up. This is the thing which they
Okay.
do. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Now, about what's your current attitude like? Are you charged up?
I am. So
Are
this is
you
the
still
main
in
thing
fear
which
that
I.
maybe you will contact it again? How do you feel right now?
No,
Hopefully
I am
no, though. But I'm
now
just
so positive. I can say
okay.
I am more energetic than before because
Hmm.
of the experience.
Okay.
Because of the confidence level which I come through. Normal viral fever. So you need to be think. Don't think that oh my God, COVID comes. It's the end of story. No, there's no
So
end.
that's how you
This
feel, is
is
it? That's how you feel.
yeah. That's what
Okay.
I felt. There is no end because when I was thinking the same. I was crossed to the same steps until unless I hear from my friend that this is nothing and you will become normal. And the same thing happened to me when I hear like motivation videos. I don't want to hear the news channels when I open that this many days, this many things. And I don't want to hear that. I just want to hear
Hmm.
all the motivation things. I just want to
Yeah.
hear motivation thoughts and motivation songs, and you just pray to God and everything. Whatever you want to do, whatever you like, you have to do
Yeah.
it.
Got it.
That is the
Got it.
main thing which you need
No,
to,
it's
which will
very
improve your
important.
immune
Having
system.
the positive
Yes,
attitude throughout the whole
yeah,
experience is really important. And mentally, we got to be really, really strong. And we should also understand, like you mentioned, we should also understand that this is all temporary and we'll be getting through this by keeping our spirits
yes,
really high, right? So
yeah,
that's really important, and that's one of the greatest messages that everybody should digest and start believing in,
yeah,
rather than pressing the panic button
yes.
and fearing all over on what's going to happen to this whole world and all that. So
Hmm.
that's really a good attitude to maintain. Happy for you.
I get many WhatsApp messages saying that one of my friend got positive. Could you able to talk to them and to make a means like a counseling? I'm happy to do it. Like it's like a make me happiness, and
Yeah,
I'm able to do it. So the same positivity I'm spreading to everyone. This is what
so it's like you're
everyone needs to
giving
do,
it
not only
back.
me.
Correct.
Yeah, this is what all patients, whoever come through, whoever want the COVID, they need to spread the positivity to among everyone. Okay, this is
Yeah.
the see whatever the food, whatever the healthy diet, whatever you have, and whatever the vitamin tablets, injections, whatever you take, but psychologically your mind needs to be ready that you are all right, all is well, all is well. This is the
Absolutely.
mindset
Absolutely.
which boosts your immune system and which fight for you. This is the main thing which you need to learn from this.
Absolutely, absolutely. So yeah, just a message to everyone is that what I take away from this is there are three things. One, there is nothing to panic. Two, we got to be really patient in whatever that we're going through. And three,
Yeah,
to maintain the high spirits as normal as we are while we go through this process. And that is one of the greatest experiences
yeah,
that you're sharing on how you maintained your mind and how you maintained calm and how positive you were to come over this problem that you
yeah,
had, and which is really good. And also another thing needless to say is you kept yourself connected to people, right? To,
yes,
like you
yes.
mentioned, one of your friends called you. It was something which was a connection to the outside world that you had, which motivated yourself to get better.
Yeah. Some of your family members need to know that what is your situation and what you are going through, and in case of any emergency, to whom they contact.
No, I
And
would
but the
personally
only thing,
believe everyone should know. I would personally
yeah,
believe every other person
yeah,
who should be knowing, so that so
yeah.
it's like, see, right now you're like an example. So it's something that everybody has to be knowing. We have to bite the truth.
Just
Absolutely.
try to hear all the positive things and just make your mind peaceful, which makes
Yeah.
and which will your immune system will develop and your antibodies will fight the virus. This is what I
Okay.
experienced. I practically am saying you. And the
Okay.
same thing, I just want to record this thing also. I will share my WhatsApp number also within the comments. And anyone who have like a positive patients, anyone want to share, I'm really
Yeah.
happy to share my experience and to console
That's
them
good.
and to give a counseling. Thank you,
That's
Casey.
good. Absolutely, absolutely. That's a great message to end with. And like I said, staying positive is always the way to go, regardless of whether
Yeah.
you are stuck with this COVID experience, or you are just not there yet. And hopefully you're not there yet, but still, I would wish everybody crosses through this in a very successful and a really in a very positive note. And let's all be patient. Let's definitely not get panic, and it's just temporary, and we will certainly get through this successfully. And down the line, after 6 months or 1 year, we would just be back to normal. That's what I feel, and I just want to end that with that note. And thank you so much, Nishant, for the time. And I really appreciate you spending time and you passing and spreading this message
Yeah.
to all of us. And thanks for volunteering.
Yeah. Stay safe and save lives. And let's
See you
break the
again
chain of
soon.
this COVID-19 spreading. Okay? All
Absolutely.
the very best. Happy to see
Thank you,
you.
guys. And if you
Take care.
like this, and I know there's a Tamil channel, but still, if you like it, do like it, share it, and let's spread the positive words. Thank you once again. Bye.